Hey little bugs, this is Rosalind back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my grown extended beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support. It is truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, welcome. So good to have you. And so with that being said, namaste, love and blessings, love and light, many blessings are definitely coming your way. I don't know if I said that twice already, but I'm saying it again. So if you've been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. And if you feel like you resonate with the videos, please drop me a line. Let me know where you're from, and just let me know, how it uplifted you, or just brought something to light for you that you're being confused though, because it's like when I say stuff, it's very simple. I don't go all into all these, articulated lingo and being all elongated about different words that I, want to articulate about myself, that I want to project on y'all. So with that being said, you may be going through different things into your life. You're going through a lot of healing, you're going through a lot of purging, you feel like you're drained, your head hurts, constantly downloads. I had to wash my hair. If y'all see how my shirt was wet, I had to put my, my thing on my head just to make sure the water ain't dripping, because I'm deep conditioning my hair. But yeah, I'm sending love and light towards you. Anybody coming in with nefarious vibes, I'm not dealing with the Decepticon, crosswalkers, watchers, whatever you're sending towards my way, or even sending, now I need to start saying that, even what you're sending towards collective, their way to find out different things, it is all protected. So, and return back to sender. So I'm not just saying that about me, I'm saying it to anybody that is coming to watch my videos and it feels like it resonates with a person that you're hurting. So whatever you're trying to wish on that person, or whatever you feel like you can be stepped up to try to block stuff or try to sit up here and intercept, that's not happening. So I'm making sure of that. So the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, show me your wounded heart and I'll show you a soul of a giant. I was looking all through my screenshots that I had when I seen this. It was on Pinterest, and I said, you know what? That's why I tell y'all, when I find different stuff and it triggers something good into me, because we walk around when we deal with so many traumatic things into our life. And it's just like, why is life so shitty? Why are people so evil? Do you understand how this makes me feel? I'm just constantly trying to grow, and people constantly trying to step down on you. And you have to understand, I have to do this personal reminder too. People, your enemies see your potential. They see your strength, and they want to destroy that. They want to steal it. People, a lot of times, they've been trying to destiny swap with you, or trying to be a vampire to just be an incubus or a succubus. You've been dealing with a lot of those people that just, like, you can be around certain people and all of a sudden you leave with a headache, or you get off phone with a headache, or you're drained because they came through on you. And y'all, it's like, since all this purging, is it just me, or are you just very dehydrated? Because that's all I've been drinking. Like I said, I've been fasting for 11 days, and all I drink is, like, I have spearmints as well as water, and I've been hydrating myself. And it's just like, I guess with all the purging you're doing, you start getting like cotton mouth, but you're starting to see the rules of the game, and it's just like, you had to learn a lot of things, like you had to go through life. And then it's just like, life was a lesson that we had to learn. Life was really a lesson we had to learn. And then when it comes to a certain part of our life, God comes to test us to see if you learned from those different things. Or when you see you start doing better. A lot of people, you don't realize how much you're being watched. Social media, tarot card readings, divination, mirror magic, spirit monitors, what was it, spiritual, monitoring spirits. The dyslexic Heyoka thing just happened, my bad. But you start seeing those things. People are becoming desperate because the fact is, you're not so forthcoming on what my plans are. It's like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and they're like, ooh, take note. Go ahead, what you doing? How you been doing? You got folks doing that to you, because it's like, now when you done squared up and you got hip to the game, let me start being quiet. You know, you can look at your life and you see all the wounds you have, but these are just these wounds that you had to just look at how much you endured the war. You know, we can walk around as being a wounded warrior, and it's a wounded warrior, but a lot of times when you deal with it, when it comes to tarot, it's like it's very toxic. You know, you can be that person that is very stoic. You know, I've been like that. I continue to be like that. I would never allow my enemies to really see, you know, the pain you caused to me. But it's just the same time, the pain you cause, I'll transmute that and uplift. It's just like right now I have no energy. This is my third video. I went out 3 o'clock in the morning, and just me and my girl that lives in the neighborhood with me just went walking and talking, because she's an empath too. So it's like, girl, I'm going through stuff. You going, girl, where we gonna meet up? Went walking, you know, for an hour, and it just felt so good. You know, we just talking, and it's just like, you know, just being able to get things off our chest, and you going through that healing that you really truly needed in life. And a lot of times it's really good. You know, they say it's good when it just depends on how your mindset look at it. You're good when you had to go through different things with your family. You had to good where you had to go through different things with your spouses. It's never good to deal with different things of grief, of, you know, people dying, and people passing away, you know, and you have to be able to deal with so much. You know, I see people and I'm just like, I wish I had the powers. Just like even thinking about that made me want to cry. Where you just been, life was just not even agreeing with you. It's like anytime you had an inch on being brave enough to get up or make that first step or make 10 steps, it was something that always came back and wanted to backslap you. See, y'all know, anytime you watch my videos, if I say something and there's a ding, that's confirmation I'm telling the daggone truth. But it's just like life will do that to you, just to see, are you going to allow life, what your enemy's doing, what circumstances is taking, what situations you're in, to allow you to be back on that? Because a lot of times it's hard to be able to come up. You can imagine yourself in wanting to be in a better place so bad, but just don't know how to get there. It's like, look, I've been going to every different avenue, every different level, every different direction, and I'm just trying to find my way out. And you don't realize it is happening. We just don't see it. But you start seeing it, like, you just don't know how powerful you are. When I'm telling you, this is such a emotional video, and I'm just really trying to control my emotions, because I know there's so many people out here that just feel like life done failed you in ways that you just can't describe. Like, people just don't know the pain you have endured in life. There are so many things that you pray about that God only knows the battles you constantly face, and you have to put this stoic vibe on. I'm okay. Even when I'm not okay, I'll tell people I'm okay. I can't complain. Even when it's like complaining, what is that going to do? Telling people about, you know, going to them, what is it going to do? You just dealing with things the best way you know how, because we've been in survival mode for a long time, or be in existence when it's like, you know, it's when we going to give ourselves that chance to live, be happy. You know, regardless of what things go on in our life, when we're going to allow ourselves to be happy. And it's hard to be able to do that when you have faced so many different things in your life that has really broke you down. This really broke you down. And you just really trying to allow yourself to just heal, because that's what your body craves. That's what your soul craves. That's what your heart desires. That I want to be in peace. Every time I get over one hump, 10 other ones come. And you're just really trying to allow yourself to be at peace. It's like you are being seen, you are being heard. And sorry, y'all, when I don't make contact like that, I'm not trying to cry on camera. I don't like being emotional on camera. I can be funny, I can be angry, and then it's like those emotions come up because I feel that wound inside myself every day. And I work hard on healing that every day. And it's like I've told y'all before, I got to be around people that are making that very hard for me to do. But I had to really detach myself and say, to hell with what y'all doing. I'm going to let y'all keep doing that. But I'm going to focus on me. You know, that's what's important to me. Not you, but me. I have to be able to heal. I have to be in my sanity. I refuse to be insane with different people that are purposely wanting to be that way. That's not me. I have understanding. It's hard to heal. I know a lot of times people want everybody to blame, instead of seeing the part that they played within that. Because there's a lot of times when I can say I caused my upset, because there's a lot of times things happen to me and I gave it a choice to not give it a choice, and I allowed that to make me enraged. I allowed that to allow me to lash out. And it's like I'm in a point in my life, like I was saying in my other video, your silence is deafening. You start seeing where people are so used to you reacting, so many people are used to you crying and trying to understand, why do you keep inflicting pain on me when I have not caused no kind of situation to where the fuel of anger and torment that you're putting on my life there's no reason for it. It's just like I can say, how dare I choose myself by choosing people that don't want to see me happy. How dare I love myself and detach away from people that don't. How dare I forgive myself for holding on to anger because I put love in people that all they did is show me hate or opportunity, or when it was beneficial for them. I've seen that. I don't talk to no family, no children, don't see my grandchildren, and that mess hurt like hell. But I had to allow myself to say, can you control that? Did you try? Did you make an effort? Were you being honest? All those different things. And that will allow me to say, whenever outcomes come, whatever outcome comes, allow me to know when things create for better for me. You allow yourself to not be in guilt. You allow yourself to not be in shame, because you worked hard to come up. You worked hard for life to be better for you. A lot of times I can have people in my life and we no longer talk and not take offense of it, and I want that in return. Like if we branch out and go our different ways, that's okay. We all growing up, but there's a lot of times where we had to say, when we're growing up and you're healing and changing, there's a lot of people you have to be able to get used to by saying they're not going to always be in my life. There'll be some people who are going on to that next level with you, but there'll be a lot of people that are not on that vibe. And even if they try to force themselves to try to stay in your life, universe is not going to allow that to happen. It's like if you're on this vibe with this person, then yeah, you can be on that journey with them. But if you are not on that level that this person is reaching or trying to reach, and it keeps succeeding, you're not going to be able to hold on to it. So it's like universe is putting a divide, a blockage, cage, barrier that can't do it, especially if you're putting that up. And you'll start seeing a lot of different things that's coming out of your life. And then it's just like, even when people or situations place you in solitude, people are like, oh my God, I want them to not be I wanted them to be disliked. I want them to be by themselves. I want them to feel like they ain't got no friends. Different things like that. Do they realize that's a blessing for you? It's like, and it wasn't even, people in their mind will think they did that. Or if they think they blocked something for your life, and I used to be that too, used to be able to think these people are blocking it. No, it's just the fact is, this course, it ran its course. God was like, I'll allow them to think they did that, but okay. It'll be different times where it's like, I've seen how I can have friends in my life and certain people will see them and all of a sudden this person start flipping out, start not want to talk. I'm like, where the hell did this come from? And it'll be different people where they just did not want to see no kind of support coming out of my life. No support, no money, no nothing. If I do, I had to come to them. And I had to be that. And then it was just like, now I was at that point, if this is where I have to go to, and I see where it's not taking me anywhere, it's only holding me back, how about I go ahead and not? I'm not going to say suffer. I had to make sure. I was like, ooh, don't say that, because you're not suffering. You're sacrificing. If it means for me to cut off everything, no matter what, and it gives me peace, guess what I'm choosing? I'm choosing myself. And this is where it shows you you're a giant. You're succeeding in ways you never thought you could. You're becoming, people try to make you feel small and not knowing they were standing next to a giant the whole time. But it will have to take you to be at a certain vibe or a certain thing for them to be able to see that. And by the time they see that, it's too late, So you're going through these different things in life, and it has a reason, it has a character of its own, and you're really finding that. And it was just like the energy and the emotions were getting to me, because it's like me speaking to a spiritual diary. It's like, y'all are my permanent diaries that I use not permanent, but a social media diary, put it that way, where I can express myself and say I go through these things all the time. I don't have no filter on it. I be very transparent, because these are the different things that I fight through every day. I fight my own demons, but me and my demons are like this. It's like, shoot, I'm cool with my demons. It's like, long as we know we got some healing to do. And we got a rough road ahead of us. Hell, we standing in a rough road, but we got to be on this mess together, or I'm leaving you too. And they'll be at those vibes like, shoot, it made me a beast. I give zero damn. I'm about to say something else, but I'm really trying to clear up my language. But I give zero, about anything else. If I got a tunnel vision, me healing, me moving on with life, me detaching away from people and situations that's no longer serving me, and be very focused on that, and allowing nothing or no one to be able to take that away. You can't take it away. God, you weren't able to give it to me. And we have to be able to think that, because there's a lot of times like, oh, if I do or say this, somebody going, be trying to, steal everything. They already did that, already trying to block some other stuff. Now it's just like, be strategic about how you speak on things and what you speak on. I had to learn that. Be very and it's not like you fear nobody, but it's just the fact is, you already know there's a lot of hateful spirits around you that don't want to see nothing good for you. So if you're going to speak about something, you keep the most important things that is very detrimental towards your journey and towards your blessings and prosperity, and keep that to yourself. Not best friends, not mom, not dad, no sister, no brother, baby mama, baby daddy, wife, husband. Because some of the time, just with those last four, there's a lot of times that was just a trial, just to say they might not even be in your life. So if there's times you hesitating to want to say something to somebody, that's your intuitive by telling you, keep that to yourself. Move in silence. Left hand need to know what the right hand is doing. And yes, I said left hand to the right hand is doing. Yeah, because neither one of them need to know. And it's just being backwards, and that's what it is. A lot of time we're dealing with a lot of ass backwards stuff. And it'll be just those things. That's why I learned. You're a gentle giant, but you're a giant. But it's just that fact is, just because you're being gentle, you can have a whole bunch of love and compassion, baby. You can be fueled on that. You love that, just to be able to see somebody happy, just to uplift somebody. Even if you really don't have nothing, you give what you can, and that makes you feel good. That lets you know you're full of compassion when you can do something just to uplift somebody. Feed an animal, or help an old lady or a man go across the road, and it gives you some kind of energy in your life. It makes you feel good. There's compassion in you. But it's like the devil don't want to see that. He want to see all the Decepticons we gotta deal with. They want us hateful like that, all off odds, wars. Every time you turn around, somebody just taking somebody out over stupid stuff. It's just nowadays, where I grew up, break dancing and fist fighting, that's how we used to handle stuff. Nowadays, everybody want to get pium because they know they can't use them fists. They don't want to do the old ass whooping. Now everybody want to take somebody out, and you have these emotions, like some people just don't care. It's just the darkness in them, ain't got nothing to do with you, because I be trying to understand that every day, what kind of darkness you got into you. Now, it'd be different if somebody did something to your animals, or especially did something to your kids. Heck no, you be that one I smile in my mugshot for. I might take this side, be smiling and stuff like that. Up and did pew. That's okay. And I said, do you know what the beachless stuff they were doing back there? It'd be one of those different things. But it's just allowing yourself, when we can be loud in anger, allow that same energy to be loud and healing. Like when you want to be loud, you're angry. Like me, I got so much stuff going on. I get irritated. I get peeved, heavy in the peeved. I get that and use this as energy to be able to speak on some good stuff. But allow myself to separate my emotions. Like if I talk about something, I don't want it to be because I'm triggered. I'm challenging myself not to be triggered. Shoot, facts is facts. You go through different things. Yeah, we ain't gonna like what we going through, but we gotta accept it. We gotta go through it. You can be going through different things, and you see the setbacks, you see the mayhem, you see the carnage in your life. You're just really trying to get one foot forward. As soon as you take one foot forward, I'm getting those spiritual belts, just Jesus. Hiccups, whatever you want to call them, hic belts. But, you go through that, and a lot of times it'll take that one decision to make you feel like, oh, how did I go 1,000 miles up? And it's just that one decision, that one hasty move, hasty way or impulsive decision will put me 10,000 paces back. And we be really hard on ourselves. And just understand, are you learning? Did you learn from those choices you made, the decisions you took? Do you learn from those? And it's just like, how you gonna make them? How you gonna learn from mistakes if you don't ever make them? Life is not gonna always be perfect. I had to be able to learn where God will put stuff in my life just to see. You gonna get mad about that? This is out of your control. Are you gonna allow yourself to be emotionally unhinged because of that? Yeah, I was like, nah, it kind of pissed me off. But shoot, what can I do? What can I do? And I had to be that way because it's like a lot of things I would take personal. I used to take it personal. Now it's just like, now I'm starting to do the personal shit. Now I'm starting to make what's right for me, doing what's best for me. It's just like, you had to be in that vibe. Everybody's doing what's good for them. You have to do what's right for you. Learning, growing, become a healthier person, becoming healthy. Within your speaking, your learning, your mindset, your perspective, your perception, all these different things that's going on in your life. That's why we're getting so many different downloads. It's something telling you to purge, something telling you to be by yourself and just really listen to what higher self is telling you. Because I love being in solitude. I almost said solitary. I'm like, ain't me. Ain't did nothing to go to jail. But it's just being in that moment within myself. I used to hate it, but now it's just like, this is giving me a moment to better myself. This is giving me a moment to allow me to really become a better person. And how am I going to be able to go through that if I ain't went through the trenches? How am I going to be able to go through that if I didn't have the trials and tribulations? How am I going to go through that if I didn't have these failures, these setbacks? And these are showing you, when you are brave enough to show up for yourself, do you know how much power that is? I see where I have to deal with people that, they find so many different ways. They're comfortable in all the old stuff they do. That's how they move. It's like, it's nothing new. It's just so predictable, instead of allowing things to just flow like it's supposed to be organically, being authenticity. And I even learned from that. Like, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to run from my truth. I don't, it is just exhausting when you do that, because I've been there. It's just like, I've been there. It's just like when you can be able to tell somebody, I'm a bigger person to be able to say, I've embarrassed myself. I did different things that I wasn't proud of, and I had to own up to it. But I was that bigger person. It's just like, everybody's, nobody can't judge you because you're sitting differently than them. When you allow yourself to be okay, like, yeah, these were my different things. These are different things I went through. Yeah, I did it, and I'm owning myself up for it. I'm not going to allow nobody to hold nothing over my head. I allow myself to move forward and say, yeah, I went through these things. Tell people I was addicted to opiates. I used to drink. I used to dance. I done wrote bounce checks. I done been to jail for the DV. Of me doing it. I've been there, standing my ground, and be okay. But like, Roz, we tired of seeing you. Hell, I'm tired of going through my stuff. They're like, you tired of going through it, why don't you let it go? And I'm like, ooh, true facts. And it'll be there. Going so many years, Rosa, you need to stop this. Rosa, you need to stop dealing with this person. Rosa, it'll be so many different things where I sit here and I said my truth was in my face the whole time. And it took me umpteen years to be able to see that. But you know how powerful that is for you to be able to say that? Because some people are like, oh, I knew all the time. No, you didn't. Because if that was the case, you would have been, make the initiative to do what you need to do. Don't be so prideful in your ego where you can't admit when you messed up. And I can say, I admit when I messed up. I admit when I allowed myself to let things that's totally out of my control really take control of my life. I had different people controlling my life that didn't have control of their own life. And these are the different things. It's like you stepping on your own, even when it feels scary. I'm going down a path I've never been on because I'm giving a chance to myself to do something different, get something different. Because it's like, if you know you want something different and better in your life, we have to make different decisions. We have to be able to speak differently, think differently, have a better mindset. And these are the different things you can really, truly grow off of and really, truly appreciate. You going through these different things, and it's just like when you have those wounds on your heart, you were just really showing somebody you had the power and the initiative and the determination and the persistence to be able to show, I got this scar. you know, and it was from this wound of this, and this, and that. I didn't know how I was overcoming it. I self-medicated. I denied, you know, I did very low vibrational things because I didn't want to deal with that. And then when I got into the courage to be able to do these different things into my life, you know, it made me feel better about myself. Even when circumstances weren't that great, it made me feel better about myself. And a lot of times we don't see those exact circumstances is the exact reason why we are where we are right now. And it's like in a higher vibration. You know, you took that courage to walk away from different people you really didn't want to detach from, you love so much. But it's just like, do you realize just holding on to those type of people, or just holding on to that concept because we want to mold people the way we want to see them or what we want them to do? But you can't make people do the things that your heart desires for them to do. They have to be able to love themselves enough as well as love you to be able to take those things to happen in life. But when you see that it's not happening, we have to be brave enough to cut those cords and say, you know what, it was fun while it lasted. I gotta move on. And if it's meant for you to join this journey, you'll catch up. But I see that time is waiting for nobody, and it's only holding me back from my greatness. You know, it's holding me back from being the best person I want to be. Hold me back from my abundance and prosperity. Why should I deny myself of that? You know, it's like when you can look at different things in your life where you can see other people are comfortable at doing it. Just allow them to, okay, you're comfortable at doing it, but I'm going to pray that you will see the different things I see in myself for you to be able to take the bold steps that I did, for you to be able to do the same thing. You know, and that takes a lot of courage to be able to do when you're praying for your own enemies. You even start feeling sorry for them. You know, it just depends on what it is. It's like me, I had to get out of feeling sorry, you know, but it just allowed me to see that, I learned so much from them. You know, I learned so much from, you know, people that I see that are initially trying, and it's just like I said, life ain't lifing for you. It's just not agreeing with you, but you're just really trying to push through for that, and it's just like you're being seen for that. You don't know how many people are paying attention to you. There'll be some people at your job or some people in your school, like, man, this person I went through a lot, but yet they still have a smile on their face. They're still being kind to other people. And you really wouldn't be able to tell they go through different things and not know. You probably go to the bathroom and cry in the stall, or to your car and just cry because you're dealing with so many deep wounded things that you just really want to just let go of. Like, why am I allowing this to still affect me? It had, umpteen years, happened umpteen years ago, and I'm still holding on to that pain because it's just like, a lot of times it's just so hard to be able to break away from old wounds, especially when it's just hit you deep, hurt you deep. And it's hard. It makes you feel like you're condoning somebody or something for doing the pain, the unexpected pain that's been brought into your life. It's like you're excusing it, saying it's okay. No, it's not. But you need that peace into your life. I deal with it every day. I need that peace in my life. I can't allow myself to keep holding on to things, to people that don't matter and people that I cut out my life. Sometimes you can forgive people, but don't bring them back. For them to go ahead and do the same thing. It's just like somebody pew-pewing at you and missed, and you hand them a bullet just because they missed you the first time. People come back, oh, okay, but just remember what happened or why y'all stopped talking. There's, and it's just like universe is going to say, are you going to go back into that same routine, or are you going to break away and allow the people that are deserving of you? Because you may have been that person that give, and, when people gave it to you back, it wasn't nothing good. They gave it to you, but it wasn't something that you expected, not for the goodness you were given, not for the gifts you were given. And those had to be those times like, hey, it's time for something better. Let me be around people that appreciate me, see me happy, want to see me happy, or are willing to help me support myself to make me happy. Be that, that spokesperson, your cheerleader, like, hey, you can do it. I done seen how many different things you have overcome. I've seen so many different things you were brave enough to face. Like, boo, I ain't got that type of energy. Like, shoot, I'm like, people like, girl, you strong. I said, shoot, I have my weak moments. I ain't got no problem with telling people that. I ain't in my pride like that. I have weak moments. Some people act like nothing never fazed them. And that's the most wicked thing you can ever be. Is trying to make it look like nothing ever phases you, knowing you the most woundedest person that it is, but you trying to fake that, fake the funk to be able to do that. But these are the different things that take place in your life. You don't know how much those exact wounds can create something so powerful for you, and you don't realize that until you get to that exact moment where I can look, and it's just like the stuff that I'm going through, the things that I've faced. I gave y'all a little snippet of what I went through. If I really started putting receipts and really start telling you word for word for word for word I've gone through, you'd be looking at me like, girl, and you're still here, and you're still in your right mind. It'd be one of those different things. I'm like, yeah. I'll be a little bit shookest. It's like I ain't wrapped too damn tight when it needs to be, but I tighten it up when I need to. When I need to tighten up, tighten up. I've been around military life my life, and I've been through through my own little wars. So I really got to be like, hey, we ain't here for that. God didn't sacrifice himself for this. He didn't die on the cross for that. We ain't about to do this. I'm seeing you overcome a lot of different things into your life. Yes, this is the most brutal thing that you've been through, but you're going to come out on top. You ain't just going to come out on top. You're going to exceed coming out on top. Just because the fact is, I'm allowing myself to live in my truth, being very authentic, being very transparent, allowing people to see what I overcome, the different, different things I struggle to overcome, the different things that I've had addiction for, just to deal with pain, numbing myself, not being ashamed of that, because there's so many people that make you feel like the things you did in your past is, oh my God, what would people think? Why the hell would I care about what people think about my life? Are we sleeping together? Do I gotta wake up, smell your breath in the morning? Or what bill are you paying? Give me your address and let me tell me what bill are you about to pay. Why should I care about what people are doing? This may be something little, and the main person judging you that has no room on sitting up here talking, and be one of those different situations. But just allowing yourself to be brave like that. Not worry about taking judgment. God only can judge me. People try to sit up here and judge people because they sin differently, or people, you showing your skeletons in your closet. Like we sit up here, it's like Beetlejuice. It's like, it's like, what was that? Day-o. Me say day, me say day, me say day, me say day, yo. You went into the Beetlejuice situation. That's what me and my daggone skeletons be doing. We be jamming on the good foot. And I'm not going to worry about what people say. This is what I went through. Don't allow somebody to shame you for your life. Are you still like that? Have you upgraded from that? That's the points you need to be making. Now, if it's just like, if you still doing the same stuff you've been doing many years ago, and it's still the same thing, or just even more sad, there's 10 times worse or a million times worse. Somebody needs some evaluation. Somebody needs some intervention. Those different things. But it's like, don't never allow somebody to shame you for your past. Not everybody got a good past, and I guarantee you the main people that's pointing a finger, they done did 20 times worse. They just trying to keep quiet about it. They were worried about what are they going to say? These people, I said, we allow ourselves to put so much power into people that has so little recognition or relevance in our lives. Why are we doing that? Why are we worried about what other people think and other people say? We all got issues. It's just a lot of them are more projecting than others, and a lot of people stand on their daggone like, yeah, I got issues. I even pay for the prescription every month. Yeah, I say prescription, and then subscription is a prescription. Every month I do that. But that's when you're standing in your power. Like, you are not going to allow anything to shame you. Don't allow nobody to shame you. Let somebody have judgment. It's like, okay, you working on your, you working on your third degree. Are you working on your third child by your fourth baby daddy? Okay. Is that your second plate? Is that your, your second, your second husband? It be different things like that, where you see the boldness within yourself. And it's just like I have to do that thing where I got to shut down everything when I'm really in my emotions and sit up here and say, and take a good look at myself. Look how far you have gotten. Look how you have gone through so much that broke you in so many different ways. It's like you were doing the Vietnam crawl. just to try to get out of it, and you got folks just stomping you and stomping you and stomping you, trying to make sure you never came out that daggone vibration. But some kind of powerful way you actually did. And sometimes we'll be on the move and so determined about it, we don't even realize we did overcome a couple of things. You be wanting to overcome one thing and don't realize just you being pissed off and so determined. Like, it could be you cussing and fussing and this and this and this and that. There's, what we can do. You get mad when things are out of our control. We get mad when things don't go our way. But it's like all those different things, what is that solving? When it was strictly those different things was to teach us something. It's like, what is that solving? When you can see, okay, I got that. I'll be at that point where I'll be pissed off as hell. But it'll be just like, you know what? Yep, I got it. You right. Let me go. And he was like, what? Let me go. Let me just do this because I don't want to repeat the cycle no more. I got your point. And it's not even about you getting rowdy about it. But it's just the fact is, when you've gone through so much, you ain't got time. I'm not going to sit up here and chitty chat with you. I'm on a mission to go ahead and relieve this because I want to deal with it again. Point check. Right, go. And be those different things. And that's where the warrior really come in at. Because I'm on that. I'm taking no prisoners. If you feel uncomfortable about the stuff that I say, I must not be the right messenger for this. Because this is on a platform where this is people that want to learn. This is people that are wanting to find that chance to be able to heal, to be right in their life, tired of going through different things until it's like, people that have been with me for a long time, we're growing together. People have seen so many different sides of me, and it's like they grew up with me. It's like I'm on a little show that you don't grew up to, like Happy Days or Silver Spoons, and I'm not talking, that One Tree Hill and different stuff like that, where you're growing with that. There's so many people that's just like, Rosalind, you don't even talk the same. Heck, my energy's different. I've been through a lot of different things that I don't speak on, and these are the different things that made me grow. I had to learn a lot of things like that because I always look for approval. Why are you looking for approval when people ain't even proving themselves? You're looking for love with people. You asking people for people that don't even love themselves. You be feeling like, what's wrong with me? I'm just wanting people to love me, but a lot of times we don't realize we asking the wrong people. We asking the wrong people. That's when it's just like when you're looking for love from other people, are we applying that towards ourselves? That heavy in that self-care, self-awareness, self-intervention. It always starts with self. We want different things to change within our life. You have to be able to search within. And a lot of times it's hard to be able to do that because you're dealing with so many different vices at one time. Dealing with so many different emotions, so many different trials at one time. And it's just like when you see all the things that's on your plate, and it's like, man, I'm not dealing with some Rudy Poo stuff. I'm dealing with some real heavy stuff in my life. And I'm really trying to battle through it. That's what real warriors do. This is what real warriors do. You see the wounded heart. It's like, show me your wounded heart, and I'll show you a soul of a damn giant. We are, just because the facts is you don't went through what you went through, and you keep overcoming them every day. You keep shocking and pissing off the devil, but scare him at the same time. It's like you be getting off your knees like, oh, they ain't dead yet. They be going like, no, I was just praying. Start my day off. Watch out, homie. My gone Barnabas, and take your little devil ass on, go ahead and pray on somebody else because this ain't it. I use that different things that, you try to make me convince me that I'm not good enough. I'm not enough. I'm not, I'm not the person that deserves love. And then when I start applying that love towards myself, only worrying about what I felt about myself. If I know and I'm standing strong on 10 toes, 10 fingers, whatever, that's all that matters to me. That's why it's just like I love being able to have a platform where I can be able to, just show my experiences and tell you the different things that I've gone through, and I'll just give you a reflection on the different things you're going through in your life, because these are not little things that you're dealing with. And I know it's like the energy I feel is just so many different. That's why I got emotional, because it was just like, damn. When you really, it hits you, it's just like you going 150 miles an hour in a Lamborghini and you going against a brick wall. And I've seen that mess happen before, and I never want to be that way because that's messy and very traumatic. But you going through that, and that's what it feels like, and you just steady hitting walls at walls, and you just ready to bust through. You want that one time, that try, that lift, that encouragement, that strength, that power within yourself to finally bust through that. Remind me of the song with Rihanna. It's like called Sledgehammer. These things was, you felt like you were choking on love, choking on pain, and just felt like if I let this thing go or let this aspect go of my life, I'm not going to be able to live from that. I'm not going to be able to survive. And it's like, why? This is only supposed to fuel you. It's not your oxygen. This is not your vital attachment. It can be your vital attachment, but in a very bad way. If you keep staying attached to this can destroy you in the most horrific way. Just because we don't want to let things go, just because it's hard for us to be able to heal. It's hard, but you be able to take that every day, like allowing you to take your power back from whatever hurt you, whatever just discouraged you, whatever betrayed you, whatever left you in a state of confusion. And when you doing that every day within yourself, that's the strength of a giant. Because it's like, you have to understand what we're going through. You have been anointed. You are the chosen. And most of all, you're a benefit of generational curse. You will have families sitting up here counting you out, talking mess about you. When you on the verge of breaking every chain that didn't even involve you, but it's instilling within you. People talk mess. This is not for the weak. That's why you were chosen. It's like, I can't do this. Then why were you chosen to do this? It really makes you think about that. Why were you chosen to break these curses? Do you think they would give this to a weak person? You think they'll give it to a person that's all about themselves? A person that only wants to see their self happy and nobody else? No, this is going to go to a person that is very compassionate, very strong, even when we don't feel it. Because a lot of people see it. Why do you think people try to sit up here and make you put doubt in your head? Thinking your dreams are too big to come into fruition. But knowing, they already know. They'll tell you, no, you can't. It can never happen. But deep inside, they're scared, terrified that you might actually do it. And you are doing it. And don't even realize it. You're doing it. You're breaking it. And when you're breaking it, it comes with so many other, what was it, consolation prizes. And them consolation prizes is just like you really going through awakening. Them awakenings just wake you up to a whole part of yourself. You keep showing up for yourself. A whole new part of yourself that you never knew they could be there. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. I didn't mean to get emotional. It made me get there. It made me get there. So I hope you were able to resonate with the video. It brought you some kind of peace. It really touched you in some kind of way, or even just allowed you to see within yourself all the different struggles you're going through. You're not the only one going through them, baby. Trust me. You got spirit and so much energy that's giving love even when it feels like it's not. It's just giving you comfort, like you got this, you can make it. You overcome so many different things 1,000,000 times, and you about to overcome them again 1,000,000 more. So I'm proud of you. You really keep going and being persistent about yourself. Oh my God, this is making me feel like a punk. Okay. And keep going, okay? Do not give up on yourself. And I know there's so many people at that brink of doing that. Do not. If you are looking for the sign, do not do that. Don't feel like your life you don't want to be here anymore. Trust me, I felt that way many a times. I didn't want to be here anymore because the pain felt like it would never end. It is. It's ending. And it's rocky because it has to bring some kind of resistance into that mix just to see how determined are you, or so focused like, regardless of whatever resistance happened in my life, I'm going to overcome this. I can't deal with this no more. I don't want to. Instead of you running from it, you're going head on to it. And that's where the soul of a giant comes from. So I will see y'all later. Peace. Bye.